Good morning, true crime friends. It's time to rise in true crime. Oh my goodness, my voice is so scratchy this morning. I'm very Dorothy Zvoranak. Thank you for being a friend. Look, we are back in South Carolina. South Carolina, what are we going to do with you? You bring us so much true crime tea that, what am I supposed to do? First of all, Wednesday of this week. Today is Monday, September the 18th. This week on Wednesday, the 20th, the new Alec Murdaugh documentary. I know, another Alec Murdaugh documentary. And I'm like, you've seen it all. You've heard it all just like I have. But look, Cousin Eddie speaks. That's all I need to say. Cousin Eddie speaks. Cousin Eddie sits down with the people over there at Netflix and spills all the tea. And I'm like, yes, Cousin Eddie, come through. I need to hear everything. Every single thing. Oh no, but wait, there's more. Miss Shelley talks, Blanca talks. Look, all the help has got together and they're like, okay, we have things to say. And then Alan Wilson, the prosecutor, the district attorney, the attorney general, whatever he is, he's out here talking too. What does Netflix do to these people to make them talk? Whatever it is, Netflix is probably crooked and evil, but please keep doing it because I am here for the documentary of it all. Also from South Carolina, remember those rose petal murder cases? Fitz Files has a whole podcast about the rose petal murder cases, rose petal murder case. And of course, I have a whole playlist about it. So this is what you need to do. I am giving you instructions for your life right now. You need to go over to, well, first, you need to listen to my coverage of the Fitz Files so that you could get the good, so you can get it all broken down into easy, bite-sized, gossipy chunks so you can understand all what's going on. And then if you feel so moved, go over there to Fitz Files. That's on your whatever podcatcher you have. Why am I doing commercials for them? Hey, Jenwood, good morning, girl. Over there at Jenwood News, because I refuse to call it that other man's news channel. The Fitz Files is everything. It's salacious, it's ridiculous, it's dishy. It has some unfortunate abuses of helpless people, including puppies and kitties. What they doing to them puppies and kitties down there in South Carolina? South Carolina, I'm worried about y'all. Y'all seem to have a thing for... But look, if you have been following that case, you know some of the main characters are Mr. Mellow and Mr. Hughes. Now, Mr. Hughes is the accused gunman. He's the gunman, but I guess we have to say allegedly, since he has not been convicted yet. Well, he has been tried and convicted in the court of gossip, rumor, and innuendo, and I have found him guilty. But according to real court where there are actual judges and not just me on the internet being judgmental, he's the accused killer of Christina Parcells. And I guess the government has been trying to tie this pianist. Why would a man who loves piano music just up and kill a woman he don't even know? Okay. He's been trying to tie her to John Mellow. Is his name John? John Mellow, who is Christina's baby daddy. Now listen, Mr. Mellow and all his melodrama, he was just like, I don't know him. But now, apparently there are pictures of the two of them together in Italy. And I'm like, really? What else is there? And Mr. Mellow has been picked up and arrested on harassment charges. And they were in court the other day for just a bond hearing. And John Mellow was looking real hard at Mr. Hughes, let me see if I can catch your eye. And Mr. Hughes was looking down in a way. And I'm like, Mr. Hughes, now look. They got you dead to rights as far as I can tell, allegedly for entertainment purposes only or whatever other disclaimers I need to use. But he's looking down, he's looking away. Mr. Mellow, I'm going to need you to roll over. You need a deal, my friend. You need a deal. You need a deal worse than anybody. I haven't seen him in my life aside from Russell Lafitte. Russell Lafitte needed a deal too, and he didn't take one. Boo-boo. You need a deal. And maybe you should go talk to the people at Netflix. Maybe they'll make a whole movie about you too or whatever. I personally believe, based on absolutely nothing except for my spirit, I could feel it tingling in my spirit. Mr. Hughes gonna talk. Mr. Hughes gonna roll over and he's gonna give information and he's gonna help the government. You know how I know that? Because he would not meet the eye of John Mellow. He's like, how did I get involved in this mess? I thought I was doing a good deed. And now look at this Mama Luke. He out here still in Italy. Okay, now he's in a jumpsuit over there in South Carolina next to me in jail. But I could have been on a world cruise playing Beethoven and doing whatever other weird things I like to do. But now I'm here. Do you think he's just humming a tune over there in jail? I bet you he wish he was humming a tune on a cruise ship, eating one of them all-night buffets, but that's not where he's at. Also in South Carolina, remember that bootlicker dude that was in court, and as soon as he saw Alec Murdaugh, he was like, hey, how you doing? Jumped up, had hearts in his eyes to run over to Alec Murdaugh and shake his hand. Sir, do you know that the eyes of the world are up on you? Everybody is watching your crooked behind. Go over here and shake Alec Murdaugh's hand and then look at him lovingly and longingly through his entire court trial. Sir, little note, maybe nobody told you. I understand that you're an attorney. Maybe nobody told you. You're not supposed to look lovingly at a double murderer. Also, say you're a criminal without saying you're a criminal. That gentleman's name, the bootlegger, that is none other than Mr. Todd Rutherford. Mr. Todd Rutherford, in my opinion, is garbage. Okay. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, child. I do not know all the proper disclaimers when I drag people, but whatever disclaimers are necessary, well then just insert them right here. Because this man, now look, I didn't do that much research. I just like clicked around a little bit on the internet, and what the internet told me is that that dude is in charge of helping select all the judges in South Carolina. Oh, really now? And he's friends with Alec Murdaugh. Okay. He's been associated with a whole bunch of very bad criminals getting out of jail, just roaming free in these South Carolina streets. What? Okay, Mr. Rutherford. And then he's just involved in all kinds of shenanigans. He's also a legislator. Really? They have laws in South Carolina? I was not aware. Okay. And during the course of an investigation, they were investigating Mr. Rutherford for God knows what, probably one of his many, many illegal schemes. And he failed a lie detector test. How is this man still in office? Hopefully, whoever runs against him in the next legislative cycle just puts up, they don't need a whole campaign. All they need to show is the footage of him running up to shake the hand of Alec Murdaugh, grinning real big and doing his best to kiss his behind. He needs to be dog walked into the courtroom if he is convicted of something, because we don't believe in convicted people who haven't done anything here at Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. But I believe he done a whole lot of something. That dude is as crooked as they come, and I hope everybody sees it now. It don't matter to me if you want to know the truth. Although that one criminal that Todd Rutherford helped get free was found up here in Brooklyn. South Carolina, y'all need to keep your criminals down there. We don't need them up here. No, thank you. We all full up. We are all full up. Keep them down there. Wait, what else is happening? I talked about the Murdaugh trailer. Oh, that Todd Rutherford. Guess whose lawyer he is? I'm going to give you one guess. Russell Lafitte. Russell has made a career of making very, very bad decisions. So let me get this straight. He's a failed banker. He stole a whole bunch of people's money. He helped other people steal a whole bunch of people's money. And then he hired this dude to be his attorney. Russell, I think you should just pack it in and go to jail. At this point, you should be like, I'm looking around my life. All of this has gone horribly awry. I should just go to jail. Honestly, if he had not dragged his feet, he could have probably been in and out of jail by now. His trial was last November. Remember Thanksgiving time, I did a whole series on Mr. Russell Lafitte day by day as his trial went on. He was, of course, convicted because he is trash. And I can say he's trash, not allegedly. He is actual trash because he has already been convicted. And he's doing federal time. Boo-boo. They're going to send you to the nice, and by nice, I mean for jail. Not nice according to like regular people's standards. But they're going to send you a nice for prison for only 7 years, which means you're going to do like what, 5 or 6 years, and then you could be out. He hasn't even checked in yet, sir. Pack a bag. You know what? Don't even pack a bag. They gonna give you everything you need. Yeah. Take all that money you stole to put in the new pool at your house, and now you living in a double wide trailer. Take whatever little change you have over there left over in the couch. Have your wife and them put that on the commissary. Stop humiliating your wife and children. I mean, you have a family, right? You have a whole family. Are you still respected in the South Carolina community? Can you leave your house? Because let me tell you something. If you lived up here, we would be talking bad about you to your face, loudly and in public, also in private. You would be like, you know what? I think I need to go to prison to get some of this heat off of my behind, because it is a lot of heat on my behind. In other true crime news, the bonked her mama in the head murder case, that case I think is going to wrap up today. So look, the prosecution has rested, the state has rested, but now, the defense has rested, and now the state is going to come back with one little rebuttal witness. If you will recall, everybody was like, all the defense's witnesses were like, Syndey was crazy. Syndey was nuts. Syndey. Oh, she did terrible things. Yes, but she was clearly out of her mind and could not appreciate the wrongfulness of her acts. Only some of the things about this case don't exactly add up. If you listen to the defense, she was out of her mind for months and years. So when all of this happened, she was just like, she was not there. And then she had a psychotic break. I question the timing of all of this. And here's why. She was fine when she went home. She was fine when people called her. As soon as she realized her mother was going to find out her secret, she bunked her mama in the head with an iron skillet and then stabbed her 37 times. Now, maybe that caused her some stress. And after she killed her mother, then her father called, the school called and was like, Mrs. Powell? And Syndey was like, yes, this is Mrs. Powell. And they were like, Syndey, girl, quit playing. This is not your mama. Put your mama on the phone. Click, she hangs up. Was she insane then? And then when her father called and was like, Syndey, what's going on? She's like, no, nothing. Everything is fine. I'm not covered in blood at all. Her father was like, the cops are on the way. She was like, ah, and then faked a break-in. Girl, now, I believe that she was some kind of sane when she killed her mother, or at least knew that it was wrong, because otherwise, why would she have pretended that it didn't happen? Miss Syndey, girl, I personally believe you about to go to the nervous hospital for a very, very long time. Now, her family, I have beef with her family. Her family has spent all this time covering up to the point that the woman who got killed, her mother took the stand and really, really advocated strongly for her granddaughter. Where's the compassion for your daughter that was so brutally murdered? Look, I get it that it was 3 years ago, and maybe you've been able to compartmentalize and you're going to save what you can save. Okay, that's great. And if that's what you needed to do for your own mental health, girl, go on and do whatever you have to do. But that doesn't mean that Syndey does not have to pay for her crimes. Now, look, if it was somebody else who did this, would you be like, well, yes, she bunked my daughter in the head, but she should go free. She should just come and live with me on my farm. Grandma, you are not safe, whether you think you are or not. And look, when the grandma testified last week, she was like, Syndey has been fine. She's been taking her medication. There were some breakthrough symptoms. What's a breakthrough symptom? What exactly does that mean? She was like trolling around the house with a smaller knife, with a small iron skillet. Grandma, look, Grandma, I understand that you want to save your grandchild, and that is really wonderful, but she need to go pay for her crime someplace other than your farm. If this family was like, she did it, and we understand that she needs to pay for her crime and she should be put away or do something to atone, something. You can't just be out here killing people and then be like, oh, I need to go pet some puppies and kitties and horses at my grandma's place and then I'm going to be just fine. If this family had said, like, she's sick and she should get the help she needs, and we support that, then I would be like, okay, family, I understand this. This family is like, she's sick, so she should go free. That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. Also, family, y'all not safe. Now, look, there was a big scandal last week in this case because Miss Syndey showed up in court with her nails painted black. And I was like, oh, okay. She feeling good enough to go get a manicure. Good for her. And then folks was talking about it on the internet. And then a couple days later, all the nail polish was gone. It wasn't chipped off or nothing. All of it was gone. And I was like, oh, so somebody is reading the internet during the trial because you can't convince me that all that beautiful nail polish. Child, it looked like one of them expensive jobs. She wasn't just sitting there with a brush. That looked like the little dips or the acrylics or something. All of it was gone, and she was sitting there looking all scattered and nervous. No, ma'am, Syndey. No, ma'am. You need to be locked up, but I'm dying to hear what the state has to say and their rebuttal witness. Oh, they have somebody coming through, and they gonna tell us something, and I'm gonna be perched and ready for every single word of it. And last, certainly not least, the Long Island serial killer. Listen. That case is horrible. It's tragic. There's a lot of corruption out on Long Island that kept that man from being caught, but now he's locked up and the people who stalled the case are getting locked up, all of that. His wife. Now, there's some question about his wife's involvement. And honestly, I have not done a deep dive on that case, but I don't know everything. What I do know is that his wife has lost her health insurance since her husband's been locked up. That's sad. The wife is undergoing cancer treatment. That's awful and horrible and terrible for her children. Okay, now the wife is requesting to have all the guns back. Sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, what? Why you need them guns? Are you going to sell them to help pay for your cancer treatment? Why is she asking for the guns back? I don't, something about that is suspicious to me. But honestly, something about this entire family is suspicious to me. So I'm going to be keeping one eye trained on you, Mrs. Long Island serial killer's wife. How did this man do all this stuff for all these years and you knew nothing? Nothing at all? No. Girl, I say it. I've said it before. I will say it again. There's not a woman alive who's not half an FBI agent. But that chick, she either knew or should have known, in my opinion. Yes, somebody can pull the wool over your eyes for a certain period of time, but it's a lot of time and a lot of murders and a lot of stuff she was letting slide that I'm like, girl, I'm looking at you real hard. Okay. But in the meantime, I need to get going. This yoga is not going to do itself. I need to stretch. I need to relax. But first, this episode of Rise in True Crime is dedicated to our true crime friends. Wait, I wrote down names today. Arkansas Red Cat, hey girl, Amanda Davis, and Tosh. These fine ladies are all members. If you'd like to become a member of our true crime BFFs, we just get together over there in the back room and we have a little chitty chat. It's very unfiltered. You think I'm unfiltered now? I'm really unfiltered over there. And there's a couple different levels. Choose the level that works for you. We get together. We have a little chat about all kinds of things, true crime and not true crime related. And yesterday I posted a little video for everybody at the professional gossip level and above of me asking my family what they thought of my true crime channel. The answers were enlightening. That's all I'll have to say. The answers were very enlightening. And I'm glad I have all you guys because those Mama Lukes, Anyway, thank you for being a friend. You have a great day, and I will see you at lunchtime for Lunchtime True Crime. Bye-bye.